Welcome back to Flint, Michigan. We got more GWBA action here for you. I'm Mason Palmentier alongside Trevor Cherney. Last game in a very successful homestand for the Monarchs. Excuse me. Undefeated on the season, undefeated here at Steve Schmidt Gymnasium so far. It's been a good stretch for the Monarchs, no doubt. They're up against an opponent they've already beat this season, the Wisconsin Glow, looking to make it 2 in a row on them and make it 5 in a row in the season. Trevor, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. You know, it's certain excitement when there's basketball involved, you know? It's such a great feeling. But, Mason, these are two great teams going at it, you know. And what's fantastic is that these are two teams that were actually in the championship game last year. And the Monarchs just barely won that game by 2 points. No, it's a great victory for them, but it wasn't a huge victory. So this is a very good, this is a rivalry game for them in a lot of ways. So, you know, just having these two teams play together is really just exciting. I'm really just curious on, you know, who comes on top. You know, there's no doubt. You know, the Monarchs are undefeated this season. They've been playing great basketball all season long. I can't imagine they'll just, you know, stop having the gas on their, you know, and just stop going. So,
well said, Trevor. They did get them in the first game of the season by 9 points, so got momentum going into this one, especially with that 5-game winning streak. The Glow haven't lost since that first game of the season. They got momentum their way. Starting off for them, looks like they got Kelly Air playing the big girl position. Looks like Rowie Jungling, too, foreigner from the Netherlands, out for them to start. Alongside Taylor Edwards also up. And Amanda Cahill, number 32, rocking out for him. Can't quite see the fifth. It looks like Brianna Rollerson for the Glow. And then for the Monarchs, we got Brandy Baker, May Zeke out there, Michaela Kelly, Asia Boyd, and Amarist Alston starting it out for your Flint squad.
Yeah, I want to give a quick highlight. You know, obviously, Asia Boyd is our highlight player of the game for the Monarchs. She's been absolutely just fantastic for this team. She's becoming clutch every single game, and she comes in with a passion and desire to win.
She's got a lot of energy. She's hungry.
Yes, absolutely.
She won the first 2 Player of the Week awards. Taylor Wirtz on the Glow won the third one. So our only 2 Player of the Weeks this season out here today.
Taylor Wirtz is another highlight player for the Glow. Again, she brings passion. She brings greatness to the game. Every time she steps on the court, there's a chance that the Glow have a chance of winning.
Both players bring a lot of intensity in their game. Can't wait to watch it play out here. Well, it looks like Wirtz is starting out on the bench this game, but we'll certainly see some action from her later on.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see her in this game. I would be shocked if we didn't.
I mean, we saw Asia Boyd come off the bench for the first couple games, and she rocked it out. That's for sure. Just awaiting the start of the game from the refs here. Talking things over with Coach Dre real quick.
Yeah, what about Coach Dre and the job he's done for this Monarchs team?
Came in as an interim coach last season, took the full-time role this time around, led them to a championship last season, looking to make it back-to-back. They got the Dominican Republic trip coming up just this next month in July here, looking to have some more success on that one. They won the championship there in that tournament last year.
Yeah, I mean, he has been a great piece to this team. He's really one of the reasons, well, not one of the reasons, but he's been one of the reasons why this team has been great all season long. Even going back to last year, I mean, they have been really they've been really doing great, I mean, all around. Yeah, and he's that puzzle piece that they need.
He's provided a lot of good leadership, and he's provided a lot of good scouting for him, too. You see a lot of new faces. Yeah. A lot of them he had to do some digging for. I mean, Kalia Hillsman, a new face of the squad. She averaged 12 boards a game overseas, had a 4-game contract, with the Chicago Sky this past couple weeks. Now she's finally here in Flint Town, ready to rock it out. And when I talked to Coach Dre, he's been nothing but excited about her, waiting to see her play. Didn't get to start here, but we'll see her work her way in. We had Sparkle Taylor coming after a WNBA stint, or in a camp last game too. Started a bit slow, but we know she has that killer instinct in her, that offensive threat always looming.
Yeah, she's another player that I'm very excited to see on the court today. So I think today's gonna be a great game. I think it's going to be really fantastic for for both teams. I would be shocked if this would blow either way. I think it's going to be a tight game all around, like we saw the first game this season. Obviously, the Monarchs came on top, but this will be a great game. This will definitely be a great game all around. I'm very excited to see who comes on top. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Monarchs had their first close game in a couple games last time when the Surge came to town. They had it relatively their way against the crossover as Asia Boyd wins the opening tip, and then faced a little bit of struggle until they got the offense going against Surge. Nice behind the back by May Zeke. What a way to start the game. Nothing but confidence from her.
Mason, that is a bang-bang play right there. I mean, that is a way you want to start.
Absolutely.
You want to have good execution all around.
Kellier on the right wing. Off to Cahill now. Left wing, Jongling. Edwards takes it up center now. Jongling outside, taken up by Michaela Kelly. Over to Cahill, trying to fight it in with May Zeke. Gets wrapped up there. And it looks like that one will go in the favor of the Monarchs.
Yeah, I think for both sides of this game, you'll see a lot of, and I'm not saying you will, but we'll see probably quite a few penalties here and there. I mean, these are very two tough teams playing.
Aggressive play style here in this league. I was talking to the assistant coach for the Monarchs, Coach Purefoy. Head coach Doherty couldn't travel with the squad, but Preston Purefoy is here, and he said, yeah, this league's aggressive. It's a lot of energy. Me and him both agreed that there's a lot to be seen here in this league, a lot of great basketball all around.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, this is – and look, you also want to have good shot selection as well for both teams. You don't want to take a shot that's going to absolutely that might hurt you in the end.
Not too bad there from Alston, but banged off the back iron as Jongling saves it from going over half court. Looks like it's going to end up getting called over. Didn't fall to the floor, but ref on the near sideline here must have spotted it cross over that plane just enough. Not even a minute gone, and we got our first timeout. It looks like that's what that call was, excuse me. Coach Purefoy trying to get his squad situated.
Yeah, so for the Monarchs, for keys to victory, so you got to protect the rim. The rim is the most important part of the game. You always want to protect that to make sure you have the best chance of winning.
And a big part about that is doing that without giving up fouls. We saw a couple of Monarchs get close to foul trouble, get close to fouling out last game because they had to put up more pressure inside. And they were trying to play aggressive defense, and it ended up causing some of them to rack up too many fouls.
And just to piggyback what I said earlier, you don't want to get penalized too much and good shot selection. If you follow those three keys, you have a great chance of winning this game.
Yeah, when they put the crossover, they were dishing the rock out all day, only taking open shots. But then when the Surge came to town, they were taking a couple more contested shots. You saw not as many falling. So they went back to the old defense turned into offense. Got a lot of turnovers, fast break points. And just like that, they won against the Surge in their first face-off with them as we're back in action now. Handoff with Edwards is bobbled. Kelly trying to wrap it up, gets fouled in the act of passing it off. We'll get a near sideline inbound for the Monarchs.
That's a great job by Kelly stealing that ball. I mean, that's a pro play right there.
Yeah, and way to keep it too and get it off to her teammate. Gets fouled in the process. You saw her there; she was smothered.
Right, and what you don't want to do is when you're stealing the ball, you don't want to get penalized for it. So the fact that she didn't either is really great.
Alston on the left wing now, looking for some help. It's a screen from Baker. Drives right down the throat of the Glow defense. Knocks a pull-up mid-range jumper right down. 4-0 start here for the Monarchs.
That's a great jump shot right there. That's what I'm talking about, is great shot selection. You want to make shots that you feel comfortable enough making. You don't make those risky shots, especially in the beginning of the game. Yeah,
it looked like she was going to drive to the rack. Pulled up mid-range as we got Cahill losing it inside her own paint. And now coming the other way, Kelly on the fast break. Nice dish from Boyd to split the defense up, and Kelly right back at it.
And the Monarchs are, they're having a hot start right now. Up 6-0. It's going good for them right now.
Great little tip of the ball there from May Zeke, but the Glow somehow recover it. Jongling gets caught for the travel there. And that'll be a Monarchs inbound after that turnover that traveling violation, excuse me.
Yeah, right now, Wisconsin is making too many mental mistakes right now, and you can really tell with the players, they're just making too many mistakes on the court right now, and that's what's hurting them right now in the process.
The Monarchs just trying to have enough energy to shut them down as May Zeke's three off the mark. Rebounded there by Rollerson. Chasing after now is Baker and Rollerson. Rollerson hits the deck. Baker still chasing after it. And it'll be an 8-second violation. The Glow couldn't get it out of their own half. That's some great defense.
Yeah, that is great defense right there from the Monarchs. I mean, you know, and you always want great defense, and that was done in perfection. So, and now the Monarchs have another chance to get it here.
Full court press really worked out for them there. We've seen them pull it out at will and really use it in their favor.
Yeah, Mason. I mean, you know, this is you know, but also if you're Wisconsin, you kind of have to go back to you know, you want to get some energy going here. You want to get some you know, some things going here.
Gets tipped over. No backcourt violation. As Wirtz trying to put some work in on Mazik. Great matchup there to watch. Pulls up, three-point shot, gonna swirl out. Baker with a nice left-handed board. Kelly coming the other way now, finds Mazik on the right wing. Her against Kelly pulls up, mid-range, gonna airball that time into the hands of Wirtz. Coming back the other way now, Kelly on the fast break. Mazik looming, blocked, no foul off of Kelly Monarchs basketball.
Yeah, that's a great job not getting fouled in that play. That's a play you normally get fouled, but you know, they didn't. That's a great job by the Monarchs defense.
Beautiful chase down block there from Mazik. Caught Kelly way off guard. Now Alston feeds it across the paint to Boyd. What a dish there. The Monarchs are rolling already.
There's Asia Boyd again. I mean, she's hot right now. She's been hot for the past couple of weeks, and it's really great to see, really exciting to see.
Kelly on that right wing. Monarchs, this man-to-man defense really doing numbers for them. Not letting the Glow have any wiggle room. Drungling on the outside, drives in with the left hand, loses it on the way up. Is that Monarchs basketball? Again, it is. Locking it down in the paint, like you said, protecting that rim.
Yes.
They can't even get it close to it at the moment. Trying to get the wheels rolling for the Glow, but it just won't go right now.
The Monarchs are playing aggressive, but they're playing right kind of aggressive. They're not getting penalized too much, or they're not making too many mistakes. You know, they're playing the game right now. This is how you do it. There are bad ways to be aggressive. There are good ways to be aggressive. This is definitely a good way right now.
Boyd inside now. Over to Alston in the corner. A little bit of jab step. Drives in. Gets it off her. Over to Baker. Ball loses it. Or Baker loses it, excuse me. Glow on the break now. Kelly gets in the way of a fast break pass. And now they flip the script. Mazik with it. Drives past Wirtz. Lays it up. Not going to go. Not happy about that one. Wirtz coming back. Real back and forth action here right now. Jungling almost loses it. Wirtz up top now. Has a screen to work from Kelly here. Has a trap up top. Kelly gets a hand in the way. Wow, trying to get a breath in here. Boyd lays it up and in off the glass. And the Monarchs hit double digits before the Glow get points on the board.
Yeah, Mason. I mean, there's a reason why the Monarchs, on average, through 4 games, has scored 92.7 points on the season, which is really impressive.
Shot won't fall there for Jungling. Mazik with it now coming the other way. Boy, deep three-point shot. A bit too deep there. Gonna fall short of the rim that time.
Yeah, Mason. You know, I didn't love that shot selection from the very beginning. I just thought that was a little too, you know, trying to get a little too cocky here, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're on a good run, but got to keep that good shot selection in mind as Wirtz tries to get it going. Not gonna fall from the right shoulder. Boyd coming the other way now. Kelly over to Alston. Alston outside. Trying to work it in on Jungling. Three-point shot from Mazik. Not going to fall. 2 straight misses from three-point land for the Monarchs. Starting to hit a cold streak now. In the corner. Shots up. In from Fetch to get the scoring starter for the Glow.
Yeah, the Glow needed that badly. I
Absolutely.
mean, they needed something, and that was definitely a spark that they could, you know, reunite to try and get some energy going their way now.
Alston wanted that shot, passed it up over to Boyd, fakes the pass out left, lays it up with the left, and it falls.
Mason, you could argue that Asia Boyd has been the team's MVP all year long and all season long. I mean, the way she's played, the way she's really not made that many mistakes.
Yeah, she's brought lots of energy, lots of confidence, and she's doing well. Look at that energy as she rips it away from Jungling, driving up, takes a foul, hits the deck. She'll head to the line for 2 after taking some contact, that time from Cahill.
Yeah, that's always a tough shot to make, and I was a little surprised she didn't make it because she normally takes those kind of shots, but they'll get 2 points here and she'll go up to the line. So, well, maybe she get 2 points, but she's potentially 2 points.
Got a platoon swap, coming up here for the Monarchs. Cryer, Sparkle Taylor, Ariana Combs, and Kalia Hillsman ready to check in. Boyd's first free throw gonna fall. And there that squad goes. Kalia Hillsman, debut for the Monarchs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see how she works with everyone. You know, it's always about a team game. You know, you want to see how they work with a team. I think that's very important.
Well, I think her role is pretty clear. Get down and grab boards and make post shots. She's got the most size on the team now in terms of height. Second free throw won't fall for Boyd. Glow got it coming the other way. Now we got Fetch in the left corner. Might find her. Nope, it goes to Kelly at the left shoulder. Board from Hillsman, and that's what she's going to get you, is boards. That one was pretty open, but she'll get some in traffic, no doubt.
Yeah, you have to make those kind of shots if you want to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, my goodness, Asia Boyd. Between the leg dribble, puts up a three-point shot. That time it'll fall. 1 for 2 from three-point land for her. As we got Edwards driving in on the right side. Blocked out of there from Hillsman. And that's just pure size there. Can't get around that one.
Yeah, that's definitely not terrible defense, Mason. I mean, I would say that's pretty good. Again, they're protecting that rim. Like we talked about earlier, it's very important you do that.
Monarchs take a full timeout, and we'll step away here as they've jumped out to a quick and strong 14-point lead. Be back in a moment. At it at the Steve Schmidt Gymnasium. Thanks for joining us this Saturday afternoon. Great GWBA action coming your way. The Monarchs are rolling yet again. Glow got some points on the board, looking to get some more, and it looks like Fetch's shot only counted as a 2 from before. Let's see if they can get a couple more up there. Back iron denies that shot.
Yeah, Mason, the mistake they're making right now with the Glow is that they're trying to get all back at once, and that's their biggest mistake that any team can make, is trying to get all back at once. You want to build that up slowly. It's still very early in the game, too.
Good patience there from Fetch. Pump fake, kicks it out. Wirtz up top, shot won't fall. Tellier, good board in traffic, kicks it back out. Second chance here for them to get some points up. Fetch can't do it again. Cryer with the board coming the other way now. Scans the floor, tipped up by Edwards. The pass intended for Combs. Good heads-up play.
Yeah, Mason, right now, the Glows are just making too many outside shots, and they're not really giving themselves a chance, you know, to come back in this game because they're missing, and because also, too, they're missing too many shots from outside, too.
Yeah, just looking for some consistency at the moment. Sparkle Taylor with it. Hooks it inside to Hillsman, and she gets her first points as a Monarch. Nice and easy left-handed post shot off the glass.
Yeah, that's not easy. I can definitely not make a left-handed shot, but she can make it look with ease. I mean, hey, that's a pro player right there.
Towering in at 6'5". She looks taller though, that's for sure. That's what Coach Dre was talking about.
Yeah, in person, she's very tall.
As the Glow get another basket on the board, and the search for some more points here, trying to dig in on that early Monarchs lead. Cryer calls up a wing and got Ariana Combs back up to Cryer. Sparkle Taylor on the right wing now. Feeds it inside to Hillsman, has a chance to post up here, but drawing a double looks like. Good ball movement here, finds open Ariana Combs on the left wing.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do is have an open 3 shot. That's always dangerous. That's a recipe for disaster right there.
Wirtz trying to respond and does just that in the face of Combs. That confidence there.
Back-to-back 3, Mason. You love to see it. This is the new age of basketball. You know, try to get as many threes as possible.
Yep. Love seeing the shootouts, and it looks like that's happening just there. Another bucket there. That time for Sparkle Taylor. Going back and forth, shot after shot, getting dropped in.
Yes, Sparkle Taylor is a very underrated player for this team, Mason, I would argue.
Silky smooth on the finger roll as Wirtz gets back-to-back buckets. How about that?
They desperately need those kind of shots to fall in, Mason, for the Globe, because right now, I mean, they're still down, 23-9, so.
Real back and forth action now. Sparkle Taylor with a bucket, and Wirtz back with it. You see, she's trying to just take this game over.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best they can do right now is try to do the game over. Try to make it, not so easy to get back in.
Shots off the back iron from Kelly here. Monarchs coming the other way now. Baker over to Sparkle Taylor. Made her last 2 shots. Pulls up for a third. Can't knock that one down. Falls into the hands of Edwards. Coming the other way now on the break is Edwards. Gets past Baker. Has Cryer to beat. Loses it on the way in. It was a good attempt at a hop step. Cryer the other way now. Beats everyone to the races. Can't knock down the layup though. And Sparkle Taylor saves it, but it goes right to Wirtz.
Yeah, that's the shot that Cryer needs to make is an easy jump shot like that, or easy layup like that.
Low resetting a little bit here. Wirtz up top. Calls for some help. Has it outside, taken up by the mismatched Hillsman. 2 seconds, 1, beats the buzzer to get that shot off. Kellier on a good patient bucket from the Glow, and Cryer taking it the other end now. Gets it off just before the shot expires, the clock expires, excuse me. Can't knock it down. 26-11 is our first quarter score line. Really heated up at the end there.
Yeah, it did. I think the Glow finally got some energy going. Finally, have some have good pacing too. You want to have good pace. You have good shot selections. They started to lay off the threes and go more for the jump shots, the layups. Try to attack more of the rim.
We'll step away for a short moment while the team's rest up, talk things over. Be back in just a sec. Back at it from the Steve Smith Gymnasium inside the Ballinger Fieldhouse on the local Mott Community College campus here in Flint, Michigan. I'm Mason Palmentier on the call for you with Trevor Cherney. Monarchs jumped out to a 26-11 lead here in the first quarter. Started with a big 14-point run in the first.
Yeah, Mason. I mean, they jumped up to a huge lead in the first quarter, but then the Glow started to catch some fire, some heat, and they're trying to shift back into the game. And I think there's still time to do it. This game is not over. It's far from it.
I liked what we saw from him. Cahill slides in, pulls up from the left shoulder, swirls out on her. Hillsman with a board in traffic. Sparkle Taylor leading the charge the other way on the left side. Taken up by Fetch, gets a good screen. Back up to Hillsman, takes it inside, takes a couple of bodies, knocks one down. Can't see what that was. Looks like a charge. Offensive foul on that play.
Yeah, you definitely watch out for those penalties. Those penalties are just mental mistakes. You don't want to, get penalized, especially for charging someone.
Glow coming the other way now on the right side. Edwards taken up by Cece Cryer. Foul called as she takes it in. Gonna be a reach on Cece Cryer. You know, she loves to get a hand in there in defense. A bit too handsy that time, gets booked for it.
She does, and again, it's a 50-50, you know, if she gets called for it or not. It's really just, you know, but she's very aggressive getting that reach in.
Yeah, and if it can build you momentum early on, then it's worth it. Edwards in the left corner, trying to work in on Sparkle Taylor. Driving in now, Cahill. Trying to get a shot up. Shot clock expires. Couldn't get a shot up. And the Monarchs bench is loving it.
That's a great job by the Monarchs defense. They all play their part really well in trying to protect that rim, and that's what they tried to do. The Glow obviously could have tried to get a three-point shot, but they're trying to chip back in by going after the rim, by doing that. And the Monarchs just had a brilliant defense that resulted in a penalty.
That man-to-man defense is really working well for the Monarchs as Kalia Hillsman works her way in, catches a foul on the way up. Shot won't fall, she'll get 2 chances at the line coming up.
Yeah, the Monarchs, they do such a great job with man-to-man defense. They're definitely their bread and butter for the defense.
Well, they got depth on their squad and they got energy on their squad. That really helps it out. It's the first quarter stats for you. Asia Boyd already in double digits with 10 points. 1 from three-point land, the rest inside, and then a free throw. Wirtz leading the way for the Glow with 5 points. Got a steal on there and a couple of boards as well.
Yeah, Asia Boyd and Wirtz are definitely 2 players who we thought coming into the game would do so much, and they are. I mean, they're really the 2 leaders for both teams.
And the mismatch wasn't stopping Cryer from getting a hand in there. That pretty much led to that turnover. The other way now, Coleman in the corner. Can't knock down her second 3.
Yeah, I don't mind that shot selection. It was pretty open. Just, you know, not really, couldn't get the execution going though.
Cahill inside, swatted away from Cryer, excuse me. She's all over the place.
Yeah, she has great speed. I mean, just really phenomenal speed. I mean, she's very. I mean, there's a lot of fast players in this team, Mason. Don't get me wrong, but Cryer is definitely one of the fastest on this team. She's all over the place, all over.
Loves to really just play some aggressive hands-on defense, and we're seeing that already. 8:23 to go here in the second. As the Glow getting inbound after swatted out by Cryer. Cahill catches it quick, floats one up, not gonna go. Mazik catches the board. Calling over for some help now, Kelly with it.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity for the Glow. That should have been easy 2 points right there to try to chip away this lead.
Alston, contested 3 there, not gonna fall. Took a couple of bounces into the hands of Edward.
Yeah, you gotta get your shots out where you feel comfortable getting your shots off, especially this early in the game.
Edwards drives in, kicks out to Fetz. Fetz driving in now, trying to beat that zone that the Monarchs are setting up. 3-point shot from Cahill. Gonna catch front rim that time. Tough break there. Mazik leading the charge the other way. Kelly in the corner. Catches the right rim that time.
Yeah, that was very close to being 3 points, and that would have been disastrous for Wisconsin to be down, nearly 20 points.
Cahill chucks up another one. That time, Cash. Good shot selection, good make there from Cahill to get this Glow squad back in it. Only a 13-point difference now.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely chipping away, and that's their plan. I think that should be. And then the Monarchs need to take better shot selection now.
Hillsman inside, gets doubled, pays off, no foul. Glow coming the other way after stripping it away. Edwards up top now. Jongling, mid-range jumper, not gonna go, swirls out on her. Kelly leads it the other way now. Tries to find Alston on the baseline cut. She takes it back out to the corner. Finds Hillsman inside, doubled again. Shot gets swatted away that time. Some great post defense, especially for trying to defend a 6'5" big inside.
And now the Glow are starting to protect her a little bit more. They're definitely doing a better job than last quarter. They're definitely going more man. They're mixing a little more. They're going more man. You know, they're still keeping it in the zone a little bit more and more. But they're just finding a good rhythm right now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job on shutting down Hillsman. They saw that they were trying to feed it to her inside, get some nice easy post buckets. That's not happening now. She hasn't been able to make her last couple attempts in there, and that forces them to take some jump shots, and those haven't been falling a bunch. They're pretty hit or miss for the squad today.
Right, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, you know, execution is really key for both these teams. And I think right now, the execution right now is going a little better for the Glow than for the Monarchs right now. But the Monarchs, you know, they're still a pretty good lead. There still is a lot left in this game. So, again, this is a very good game. This is very competitive. This is what I thought this game would turn out to be.
You know, execution was one thing that Coach Purefoy was really talking about, trying to just maintain that execution from start to finish. One thing that might get them, though, is just getting tired. They only got 7 girls that traveled with them for this trip. So that could come into play later on when you got a stacked Flint bench. As Edwards comes with it up top, over to Cahill, taken out quick by Boyd. Boyd gets a foot on it, cuts off the pass inside to Rollerson for a Glow inbound.
Yeah, that's a great job by Boyd. I mean, she's really been an amazing player for this team. I know I keep talking about her, but she's been doing so much with this team. And again, she's already double digits in this game.
Absolutely. Other side now, Jungling. Inside, Fetch, pulls up from the midi, not gonna go. Hillsman grabs that board. Boyd leading it the other way. Hand off to Kelly. Kelly takes it in the left side, finds Alston on the right side. 3-point shot won't fall. Good board from Hillsman. Another board. Shots up that time. Third time's the charm for the Monarchs on that one.
Yeah, that's a good job by the Monarchs. I didn't love that 3, but they still, you know, they still rebound the ball. They still got 2 points on it. I mean, that's a good job.
Up top now with it. Cahill over to Fetch. She's got Monarchs chasing after her every time she's got the ball. They spotted out as a knockdown shooter as Cahill puts up a last-ditch effort with the left hand, won't go. Had a bit more time up there.
Yeah.
But she was also pretty heavily guarded, so I don't blame her for just trying to get something up and in.
Right, yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, anything, you know, that's something you just got to get going because energy over here, you know, trying to see what side to go on.
Mazik can get the inside shot to fall there, but works on the defensive end to get it back. Couldn't grab her miss. Got swatted out of her hands maybe, and it looks like, yes, it did. Monarchs basketball and the offensive end for them.
Yeah, that's a good job by the Monarchs for getting the ball back. So great job.
Michaela Kelly loses the ball just in front of us, and that'll go in the Glow favor.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, this game makes it. This game is still very early. The Glow can still come back here, and I think they're just trying to do whatever is necessary to get back this lead.
Worked shot from 3-point land, not gonna fall. Mazik trying to get past Edwards. Finds Kelly, now Boyd, now Alston, another 3-point shot from her. That one will fall from the left corner.
That's a great shot right there. Not a lot of players can make that kind of shot. That's a perfect shot.
Yeah, we've seen she hasn't been shy in taking those 3-point shots. That time knocks it down with ease. Working in on Alston now. Trying to find a response. Cahill up top, Kelly air. Good feed. Wow, what a play. That team was all on the same page there. Poetry and motion on that one.
That was poetry, Mason. That was very close to being poetry. That was a bang-bang play right there.
Everyone was on the same page. Worked out great. More of that, and they could find themselves back in this one. Kelly drives it straight down their throat, knocks it up, knocks it in.
That was also poetry as well, I would argue. I mean, again, everyone on the same page, just goes through, cuts that defense like butter and get through for that shot.
Cahill post shot won't fall. Rebounded by Mazik, coming up the right side now. Alston, little heads up pass there, wouldn't go. Pass to herself, gonna get called. That'll go down to the travel. Can't pass it to yourself in air like that.
Yeah.
The Monarchs weren't on the same page that time.
Yeah.
Tried to get crafty there.
Trying to, but unfortunately, again, just getting too little too those two have themselves mental mistakes, and that's what you can't make, especially when this game is still fairly close. I mean, this is still not a wide and shut open game, so this is still a very close game to compete in.
Ward's back with it behind the back. Alston tight on her. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gets a screen. Finds Jungling up top. Steal there from Sparkle Taylor. Coming up the left side now is Kelly on the break. Lays it up and in. No swirls out that time.
Yeah, that was great defense by Sparkle Taylor to get that interception from, and it just is terrific. This is terrific play.
Asia Boyd comes flying in at the end of that play. Fouls Kelly here and sends her to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Mr. Momentum is definitely on the Monarch side right now, I would argue. And but the Glow is still trying to come back and chip in this lead a little bit more. But I just think they're making too many mistakes. I think they're trying to make. I think again they're making the same mistakes from last quarter. They're trying to get too many shots from the outside corner.
Kelly knocks down the second free throw after missing the first. We'll step away for a short break as both teams huddle back up and talk things over. Monarchs up 34-17. Back at Steve Smith Gymnasium, and someone's got to get Trevor a new microphone. Singing him Snoop D-O double G over here.
Hey, I like the song. You can blame me. I mean,
it's a good song. It's a classic.
It's a classic, yes. It is very much.
Love the tunes you could hear here for GWBA Hoops. Back at it now. Hillsman going back to work. Can't get her post shot to fall, though. Those Glow really stacking things up on her down low as Wirtz pulls up 3-point shot, back iron, and Jungling couldn't secure it. Boyd coming the other way now, back and forth right out of the gates, and she catches a foul on the way up, or looks like it went out of bounds. No foul.
Yeah, Boyd is definitely a workhorse for this team. It just seems like no matter what, she's just trying her hardest to make sure her team comes out victorious in the end.
And I'm loving when these teams get into that back and forth action, knocking down shots, because it's really just so fluid on both sides. It's like they're all just connected and just all working so smooth.
That's what makes basketball so great, is teams going back and forth. And look, Mason, I like new basketball. I love old basketball. The you know, not taking 3 shots every second, but you know, going after protecting the rim. It's very much old school basketball.
Yeah, you can see hints of both here. Like there's some new school from Asia Boyd, but we can see her do old school too, taking it inside. That sign did it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's definitely a mixture of old school with new school as well, and that's what you love to see.
Wirtz gets the screen, catches a double, finds Kelly here to beat it. Inside now, and the Glow are starting to figure out this Monarchs defense. Take some heads up thinking, but they got there. Cahill with the bucket that time.
Well, and also, too, I think the Monarchs are not trying to be super aggressive. It's still very early in this game, and right now they're just trying to not get penalized, especially as a defensive unit.
Boyd putting on a show down low, spinning and turning, knocks it down. And the Glow call timeout. They're getting points, though, but they got to stop that Monarchs offense. So much energy on that end. We'll step away while they talk things over for a short moment. back at you. We got 2:12 on the clock there in our first half of action here. GWBA Hoops. Monarchs trying to stay undefeated while the Glow looking to avenge their first game of the season loss against the Monarchs on their home turf. I'm Mason Palmer here alongside Trevor Cherney. Let's dig right into this last couple minutes of action.
Very much a team play.
Absolutely. Boyd can't knock down another three-pointer. Coming the other way is again Wirtz leading the charge, taking over now.
Yeah, and you can already see the Glow are already starting to get a little tired here. I can already tell and sense it, but they're just still trying, and you have to really admire that.
And Coach Dre talked about it at the beginning of the game. Their main plan was to shut down Wirtz because they knew the offense was going to be coming through her. Instead, she's just been facilitating. Hasn't been trying to drive to the basket too hard. When she has an open shot, she'll take it. But usually you see her trying to just beat those traps and pass it off to an open teammate.
Right, yeah. I mean, again, Kayla Wirtz has put in so much to this team that is obviously, trying to win here. And this would be a huge win for the Glow, and that would put them tied with the Monarchs.
Kellier with an and bucket. Baker not too happy about that call. Had her hands up, but Kellier worked in just enough to get that one to go her way. She gets the and one opportunity at the line coming up.
Mason, right now we're seeing the Glow trying to chip away that lead right now with the Monarchs, and I think they're doing a really good job. There's still some time left in the game, and look, these still 4 quarters coming up after this half.
Kellier converts the and one. Kayla Webb checked into the game now. Finds Sparkle Taylor outside. Taken up by Wirtz, spins around. Trying to find an opening here, kicks it out to Boyd. Puts a shot up, won't fall that time. Bounces all the way back out to Sparkle Taylor on the left wing. Pulls up mid-range, knocks it down.
That's a great shot by Sparkle Taylor. I think Sparkle Taylor is a very underrated player for this team. I think she's been doing a lot of great things. Of course, Aja Boyd is probably the best player on the team, but Sparkle Taylor has also been really, really good as well.
Sparkle Taylor, an offensive threat at all times. Loves that mid-range shot. She can knock it down. Wirtz, step back three, gonna rim out. And Sparkle Taylor, like you just said, fighting for that rebound.
Yeah, I mean, she's putting on a show right now, isn't she?
Spins around Fetch, trying to find an opening. Puts it up, gets the foul, not gonna drop, but she has 2 chances at the line coming up. Draws the foul from Fetch that time.
Yeah, I mean, right now the Monarchs are just trying to do as much as possible, too, before the half is over. And we'll see how, going into the second half and halftime, how the Glow adjusts to the Monarchs' plan. I mean, you expect some type of adjustment during halftime.
No more shot clock. 23.7 to go in this half. And the Glow have it in their hands. They can line this one out if they want for the last shot. Looks like they might line something up a little quick, though. Wirtz again beats the trap. Cahill now. Back up with Wirtz. 3-point shot up deep. Gonna come off the back iron. Monarchs with it. Likely to get the last shot here. Pulling up is Boyd. Swirls out. Wirtz grabs the miss. And that'll do it for our first half action. Monarchs with a 19-point lead heading into the halftime break. We'll see what they can get going in the second half. If they can maintain the leader, if the Glow can heat up here in Steve Schmidt Gymnasium. We'll be back after the halftime break.
have a special halftime performance today. We ask that you welcome Miss T and the S&M line dancing. Put your hands together, Flint.
Back at it at the Steve Schmidt Gymnasium. I'm Mason Palmentier alongside Trevor Cherney here today, this Saturday afternoon. We got the Monarchs from Flint. We got the Glow from Wisconsin. And the Monarchs are running the show right now.
Yeah, Mason, this is going to be a great finish to this game. But first, we got to talk about your dance moves right there before we got in the air.
I don't know if the camera caught him or not.
It might have. I have no idea. But I got to tell you, you're very talented, you know.
You're too much.
You're vibing. I mean, man, you're vibing over there, man.
You're too much, Trevor.
I get that a lot.
Having a look at the stat line, what's some players that stood out to you?
Well, Asia Boyd obviously Asia Boyd is an easy one to come to mind, but of course Sparky Taylor also too is phenomenal. I mean, you know, but really the whole team's been playing really well, and you know, obviously for the Glow side, Taylor Warts has been having a pretty good game, but not as we really expected. They have been good. The Monarchs have been doing a really good job shutting her down for this game.
Yeah, she's been forced to pass it off a lot and create a lot of off-ball offense, you know what I mean. Asia Boyd and, Sparkle Taylor combining for over half of the Monarchs' points as the Glow run out of time there. Looks like there might have been a foul at the rim, though, before it. Yep.
Yeah, Coach Jerry is trying to figure out that right now for the team. He points it out right there. He knows.
And that'll result in some free throws for the Glow to get things started, some easy points. Cahill at the charity stripe for the first time this game. She's got 7 points. Her and Wirtz leading the charge for the Glow. Kelly are not far behind with 6 points.
Yeah, Mason, you definitely want to see more of the team to get involved, and not just those 2 players who we named. You definitely want the entire team to get involved.
Yeah, the Glow just getting their momentum going here as Cahill can knock him down. Michaela Kelly leading it up now. Over to Alston. Up against Drungling. Back up with Michaela Kelly. Monarchs taking the time here. Mazik, 3-point shots up, not gonna fall. Fighting for her own rebound. Knocks it up and that shot won't fall, excuse me. Coming up the other way now, Edwards. It's tied up with Michaela Kelly. Goes Kelly's way. It's going to be Monarchs basketball.
Yeah, talk about the last play. I mean, that was some great rebound right there. You want to see that. Going after the ball like the world depends on. That's what you want to see from your players, is going after the ball and getting that rebound, even if it's your own.
Wirtz checks in for the Glow. The Monarchs take it up the floor. Kelly leading the charge. Alston with it. 3-point shots up and in. Love the confidence behind that one.
That's a great 3-point shot right there. That went in like a beauty.
Wirtz working in on Mazik now. Hooks it over to Cahill on the baseline. Kellier inside now. Baker comes in late. Kellier grabs her own miss, puts it back up and in.
Yeah, that was some really good defense right there at the rim. But of course,
good hustle play there from Kellier.
Yeah.
Monarchs back with it. Alston inside to Michaela Kelly. Looking for an option. It's a screen from Baker that works out well, but gets a double inside and turns it over. Wirtz with it. Kelly still on her. Wirtz on the left side now. Has a screen, decides not to use it. Gets it up. Monarchs chasing after the ball on the floor now. Baker dead center with it. Alston now has an open shot, decides to take it. Another 3 from her, and the Monarchs are cooking to start this half off.
That was very much a very bang-bang play right there. That was a great teamwork play right there to get the Monarchs going here. And right now they're up 49-28, and I mean, Mason, it's closing in definitely.
Yeah, they're definitely working well on the offensive side of things. Asia Boyd does well on the defensive side of things, and the Monarchs out to the races. Kelly, power dribble, puts it up and in.
What a selfless player Asia Boyd is. I mean, to pass the ball off, to get that assist, and not just get the layup right there. I mean, it's very selfless play.
And the Monarchs really taking advantage of the shorthanded Glow squad by just putting their front foot forward play after play and trying to tire them out the best they can. As they pick up a foul that time. They too much forward there. And Drungling gonna check out for the Glow.
Yeah, the Glow right here. They're not having that hot start we all expect them to do. they haven't made quite the adjustments that they need to. And look, if they still want to have a chance to win this, they got to make quick adjustments right now.
Kelly with another forced turnover, takes it in on Fetch, puts a body on her. Shot's gonna go off glass into the hands of a Glow player as Kelly hits the deck hard.
Personal foul number 1, Michaela Kelly.
Yeah, that was you can hear that all the way from here. I mean, that was a hard fall, but thankfully she's okay.
Yeah, it looks like she picked up the foul for going after that steal inside. Floor still a bit slick there from where she landed.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes the nastiest falls can result in a still penalty.
Fetch on the inbound now. Finds Cahill down low. Trying to get out of their own end of things. Wirtz getting worked on by Mazik. Crosses over, no. Just barely gets caught out that time.
Mazik with that great defense right there.
Yeah, and that
posting up to Wirtz right there. I mean, that was really impressive that was really just impressive, man. Wow.
Yeah, and that's a close call there. Also with a nice dribble move there. Wirtz coming, chasing after her. Floater over in the corner, up with Baker. 3-point shots up. Gonna airball that time. Couldn't tell if it came off a Monarch or not. That one put it for sure. Boyd tried to save it when she was already out.
Yeah, just would have put a little more oomph to that 3-point shot would have went in. It was a little short.
Wirtz spinning around the Monarchs. Mazik still on her. That matchup's really been giving her some trouble. Mazik loving every second of it. Is that gonna be another turnover? That's gonna be a tech over there on assistant coach Purifoy. Frustrated with it. Looks like he's wanting a foul call on Mazik. She's really playing some aggressive defense.
You can't do that though. That's just a huge mental mistake. I realize the frustrations are coming in, Mason, but you cannot do that, especially as an assistant coach. That's just not a great look.
They're in a tough spot. Coming in off a road trip, short-handed without the head coach and a host of players. And I mean, things difficult for the Glow.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I mean, you know, we all get frustrated and whatnot, but that was not a good look for the assistant coach right there for getting that tech.
Glow back at it. Wirtz with it. Same matchup there. Fetch now taken up by Alston. Trying to find a way past her. Swings it over to Cahill inside to Rollerson. No foul on the play. Heads out of bounds off of Rollerson. Monarchs basketball.
Yeah, Mason, you know, the Glow just doesn't have that momentum that the Monarchs have had basically all the game long. I mean, it's really just astounding just how they haven't really taken advantage of when the Monarchs are not having their fire going. You know, they really have to take advantage of that and really trying to get going here with the momentum.
Hard to beat a team on a run like this. Mazik takes a hard screen there. It looked like it was Rollerson or Cahill. They set up a double screen for her, trying to beat her physicality. As the Glow get it tipped out of their hands, came off of a Monarch inside, and that'll be a Wisconsin inbound on the other end.
Yeah, I mean, but again here, you know, you really got to. This defense for the Monarchs are just brutal. But in a way that's, you know, you obviously won't get penalized a lot. But they really are just super aggressive. But again, the right way.
Wirtz tried to get it past Alston there. What a pass from Alston as she forced a turnover, but Kelly can't finish at the rim. Wirtz grabs that board, taking it up the left side now. Has a screen to work with. Boyd on her. Inside of Rollerson, backing up on Baker. Left-handed shot, excuse me, up and in off the glass.
Yeah, Wisconsin definitely needed that play to get back in. And I mean, look, there still is time left, obviously. The game's not over yet. But, I mean, you know, time's ticking here.
And one bucket there for Mazik. Saw that left baseline wide open, cut right to the rack, and didn't disappoint. Gets the and one.
Just a lot of mental mistakes from the Glow right here. I mean, this is not what you want to see from a team that's down already here in half. It's just a lot of mental mistakes, including everyone.
Well, and like I said, they're probably getting a bit tired. They traveled short-handed. Only 7 of the 12 players on the active squad here today. Without their head coach, only running with 7 players out here can get tiring, especially when you're up against a squad that runs very deep with the Monarchs.
No, and you're absolutely correct, Mason. I mean, it definitely is exhausting for these players to be out here to play how many minutes, to play 40+ minutes. I mean, it is pretty exhausting. But still, though, you got to come out, you got to play well, and they're just making a lot of mental errors, and that's their biggest enemy right now.
Cahill got the and-1 bucket just a moment ago, waiting at the line to try and convert it as both sides make some substitutions. Combs, Cryer, Sparkle Taylor checked in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So this is really, time ticking here. This really is starting to become okay. Now we got to get momentum back on our side.
Yeah, looking for some ground to work on here. Combs drives baseline, loses it on the way in. Edwards now coming up, has a host of Monarchs around her. Got to keep that head on a swivel against this squad. In the corner now, Jungling backs up, 3-point shot off the front rim. Into the hands of Combs, coming the other way now. Cryer with it, crosses over. A bit too high for Hillsman, but she still manages to grab it. Ooh, big elbow to the face. She was trying to make some room for herself. Looked a bit frustrated there.
Yeah, I mean, oh boy. Obviously, I don't think she meant anything towards that, but that's a not a great look. Obviously, you look at first glance, you make sure that she's okay. I mean, that was a huge hit.
Looks to be all right, but it was a big elbow, and the officials talking this one over. She was trying to obviously just make some space for herself, but that elbow kind of went out straight on its own. You can't. Yeah. It's hard to say because she meant well, but that's why the officials are talking this one over, making sure they get it right, and good call to let the teams go to their huddle and call a timeout for the officials to let things kind of settle down and then also talk things over.
And obviously the Globe, they're frustrated because, I mean, and they've been really frustrated all game long. Look, I'll give them this, not a lot has when they're ready, they don't have a lot of players here from travel, their head coach is not here right now. It's a very difficult situation to play in general.
Flagrant foul called on Hillsman, and the Glow will get 2 shots and the inbound after Cahill puts him up.
Mason, obviously I understand about that.
I understand that call.
Yeah.
And I think if she had kept her hands locked around the ball, it would have gone Hillsman's way. But since that elbow came out on its own, I can understand where the officials called that one. But it's a tough one still. It's a tough one.
It's very tough. But you also have to understand your awareness where players are. You want to make sure that does not happen. Because either
the fact that it came up high, I think, too, was another thing.
That's going to get called, probably 90 times out of 100.
Looks like some more contact picked up inside. That time Edwards drawing it. And that one on Cryer. Low inbound now.
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of tension going on right here. A lot of penalties going on right here. I mean, that's just not a great look right here. So
yeah, and the Glow in the bonus now, so every foul will send them to the line. Edwards shooting, misses the first one.
Right, and while they're here, they will make sure they're getting as much execution as possible for getting these shots in. This is very important.
Yeah, if you're in the bonus, you really got to milk that out and get to the line whenever you can.
This is a great opportunity here for the Glow.
Swung into the corner. Sparkle Taylor 3-point shot won't go. Rollerson grabs the rebound in traffic. Cahill now coming up the right side, takes it across, pulls up mid-range, shots up, shots in from the charity stripe.
That's a great shot. I mean, and especially from just getting elbowed in the face not too long ago, making that kind of shot. That's very impressive and very good.
And we'll step away for a short moment as the squads convene and we take a break. Back at it in Flint, Michigan for some more GWBA action, picking up where they left off. 3:50 to go in the third quarter as Combs heads in, swatted away. Monarchs keep the ball.
Oh, that was a very hard fall, Mason.
Good defense, but we've seen Combs take a lot of falls. You're worried about one of those times.
Yeah,
might end up in an injury. She's back with it, loses to Edwards, but eventually scoops it up. Edwards coming the other way now. Takes it to the right, working on Sparkle Taylor. Off the glass, won't fall. Heads out of bounds, and it'll go in the favor of the Glow that time.
Yeah, really good job by the really good defense here by the Monarchs, and really that's been the story all game long, is that they've been protecting the rim. They've been playing great defense all game long. I mean, that's really the story here.
Good floater there from Cahill on the baseline with some traffic in the way. Sparkle Taylor beats Cahill on the opposite side. Finds Hillsman on the baseline, working inside now. Out to Combs, three-point shots up. Back iron denies it. And Edwards with a board there, taking it the other way now. Let's scan on the floor, see what she's got here. Finds Fetch over to Zhangling. Now Fetch, Edwards outside, 10 seconds to get a shot off. Cahill open from three-point land, gonna bounce out that time. Loose ball goes to Cryer.
Yeah, I don't mind that shot right there. I mean,
yeah, wide open.
Yeah, and plus too, they're down so much here, and they're almost in the fourth quarter. You really need to try everything to try to get back into this.
16-point difference now. Hillsman sets the screen for Cryer. Kicks it out of the paint. Combs knocks down the three that time.
Look at Combs knocking down threes now. I mean, wow, that's just very impressive. I mean, that shot was pretty wide open too. So, not great defense by the Glow right there.
Yeah, it was a quick pass over, found Combs open. Looks like they're trying to set up a double team somewhere. Cryer coming up the left side now. Looking for options. Hits the baseline. That's where Baker is. Hillsman up top, jump shot just in front of the charity striping. Knocks it down. Post row, but she can do it from up top too.
Mason, they make it look easy, easy up in there. I couldn't make that jump shot. I mean,
Jungling responds with a good three-pointer. And I believe that gets her on the board for the game. Baker taking it the right side now. Looking for options. Sparkle Taylor up top. Passes up the shot. Has Hillsman screen. Fetch in front. Pass off the mark to Cryer. Try to find her on the baseline. Just a bit off tempo there. And it looks like timeout called here for the Glow. We'll step away for another short moment as they talk things over. We'll finish up the third quarter, and then fourth quarter action coming right up. Back at it at Steve Smith Gymnasium here in Flint, Michigan. Monarchs leading the charge here, up by 18 against the Wisconsin Glow.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 18 points. I mean, it's not that, it's a bit of a stretch, but it's definitely not impossible to get back into this game. I've seen it happen before.
Ball heads out of bounds, and looks like it's going to Wisconsin. No, I remember I was calling a game up at Saginaw Valley State. They were playing Wayne State. I can't remember if it was the men's or the women's, but it might have been the men's. It was because it was two halves, and they were down by 18 at the half. Ended up coming back to win that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not possible. You do the right things, you make good execution, and anything can happen.
Good heads-up play there by Hillsman. Gets away with a steal. Taking it all the way down the stretch now. Smothered by Cahill. Foul there that time. And that'll send her to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, I mean, as I like to always say, it's not over until it's over. Of course, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, yeah, I think that's very true. It's not over until it's over. That's why when you see teams, they're probably going to win the game. You'll see them celebrating until that clock hits 0.
Yeah, and they'll have a fresh 10 to work with in just a moment here after the end of this third quarter. Hillsman can't knock down the second free throw. Drungling comes up with the board. Edwards leading the charge on the right side. Under a minute to go now. Drives in, has Monarchs coming left and right at her. Fetch stops on a dime. Over to Cahill. Shots up off the back iron. Loose board, heads out of bounds. It'll stay there for, looks like a Wisconsin inbound. Sets the shot clock back up at 14 after that miss. Floated out to Cahill. Inside of Rollerson, smothered down low. And Hillsman knocks the loose board away into the hands of Sparkle Taylor. Coming the other way now, has Fetch to beat, spins around, pump fakes, shots up, back iron denies her. And it's a bit too slow to get to that rebound as Jungling. Sparkle Taylor back with it. 9 seconds, puts it up, not gonna fall. And you can hear Coach Dre saying, go at her, Sparkle. She loves that isolation play. Trying to beat that one-on-one.
She does, but you know what? She works so well with those kind of shots, and with those kind of plays. It's just trying to get those one-on-ones.
Yeah, if she can get to the rim, she can knock down an open midi. If she can get an open 3, most of the time it's going to fall for Sparkle Taylor.
Yeah, I mean she's at least she's a very good player and very underrated for this team. She's another workhorse, just like
Asia Boy, yeah,
thank you, sir.
I knew what you were thinking, man.
Yeah.
Edwards coming up, no shot clock left in the third quarter. Her pass swatted away, right back to her. 12 seconds before the end of the third. 7 now. Into the paint, up the left shoulder. Took some contact on the way down, no foul. Still getting bounced around. Hillsman comes away with it. And that'll do it for our third quarter action. 63-42, Monarchs up by 21. We'll step away for a moment before we head into our final quarter of this Saturday afternoon hoop sesh. Back at it for a final quarter action here in Flint, Michigan. I'm Mason Palmentier alongside Trevor Cherney. Monarchs, 21-point lead against the Wisconsin Glow. Not going to call it 23. Hillsman's shot swirls out. Edwards coming the other way now off that left side. Draws a double, trying to slide by. And Kelly has some words for her after. Hooked on her a little bit.
Yeah, things are definitely going to get heated now. I mean, it's the final quarter. Everybody's trying to compete, try to be competitive, but I think there's a fine line when you cross the line. But really quick.
Second foul there for Michaela Kelly as the Wisconsin Glow have it back.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that. You know, you don't want to get penalized here. You don't want to get too handsy here, and I think you definitely want to keep the talking down.
And over and back there for Edwards after Michaela picked up another foul there on that inbound after her and Edwards were going at it, and then eventually gets the best of her that time.
Yeah, once again, what a job by Coach Dre, though. I mean, the fact that he has put this team up to so many ways is really great. Yeah,
he's built a very complete squad here. Combs in the corner, drives the baseline, loses it on the way in. Edwards comes out with it, looking for options. Gets past Boyd, catches a stray arm as she goes in. And Coach Dre calling for Boyd to Combs to come out.
Yeah, I mean that's the right call to make, and look, I mean that's one of the reasons why he's been so successful is trying to get his players in and out, trying to get some good playing time, trying to realize, okay, when is a good time to bring these players out. I think he's doing really well.
Edwards against Boyd, now Fetch with it, draws Austin up. Kellier up top now. 5 seconds to get a shot off. Shots up. Shots in from the corner. Jungling there.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, the Glow needed that indefinitely. I mean, that was a great job by the Glow to get that shot to get in for 3 points.
Kelly tried to drive in there and pass it off. Got tipped off of Edwards, and Fetch's pass out of bounds on the other end. Monarchs basketball that time.
Yeah, but I also don't want to mention too the Wisconsin Glow. They came in today, shorthanded from their trip, and also too without a head coach, and really their assistant coach had to come in and game plan. It's not an easy task, and there's definitely a lot that's been in the way. But I think they actually played pretty good for what circumstances they had to endure.
Absolutely, still a lot of talent on this squad. Looked like that three-point shot went off the glass from the corner on for Sparkle Taylor, excuse me. As Fetch wants that foul, that push in the back, not going to get it that time. That one will trickle out of bounds. And we got a Wisconsin Glow timeout. 8:14 left in the game. 66-45 is what we're looking at on the scoreboard. We'll be back in just a moment. To go. Mason Palmentier alongside Trevor Cherney here in Flint, Michigan. Thanks for tuning in this game.
Yeah, and I want to give a huge shout out to the community who came to this game today. I mean, it's really great how some of the community members are here today to watch our ladies play. Yeah, it's a really great thing. It really shows the community, the tight-knit community the Flint community has.
Yeah, it's great basketball. As Edwards comes up with a steal on Kelly, takes it all the way to the rack and lays it in. But yeah, it's great basketball, and I encourage everyone that has a time on this Saturday afternoons to come out and watch. It's really fun to see Sparkle Taylor hitting threes left and right.
You love to see it, don't you?
Edwards coming up now. Some back and forth action here.
Coach isn't impressed.
Absolutely. And he demands perfection at all times from him.
Yes, that's right, yes. And that's when he could coach.
Kellier floats it in. Gonna get tipped up there. Kelly on the break now as Kellier coming in. And now Sparkle Taylor outside Alston. Kelly inside to Hillsman, a bit off the mark, but she recovers the loose pass. Alston, three-point shot up and rattles in.
Mason, a the thing that makes a team great is selflessness. You want to make sure that your team isn't really about individual stats, but really worried about, what the team does.
Absolutely, and showed it there, getting the ball moved around for an open shot. Cahill on the other end knocks in a nice little post shot. Boyd pulls up from mid-range, got a shot of her own to match that too from Cahill.
Yeah.
Edwards coming back the right side now.
The Monarchs are catching fire here at the end of the game. There's 6 minutes left. I mean, that lead is getting more and more open, and unfortunately, it just seems more and more some of the chance for the Glow to actually win this game.
Edwards on the left side. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Resets. Boyd chasing after that board, and that'll go out on her. Looks like there might have been no foul on the play, it looks like.
Mason, there's a quote I love from one of my favorite sports movies of all time, Miracle, where the one scene the coach, he says, you play the team in the front, not the team in the back, and I think that's very much what Coach Dre tries to represent for this Monarchs team every day in and day out, and I think he's done that very successfully.
Absolutely, great coach here for the Monarchs, Flint Monarchs basketball here. Cahill, three-point shots up, not gonna fall. Rebounded there by Sparkle Taylor, heading up the floor at full speed, finds Alston in transition. Over in the right corner now. Looking for options here. Can take the baseline, and she does. Spinning over to Mazik. Now Taylor in the opposite corner, can't knock it down there. Kellier with the rebound that time. Edwards coming up the left side. Calls up for a screen, it looks like. No, Cahill up top now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great team right here. I mean, really great team play all around, and they seem that they're on the same page most of the time.
Fetch on the right side, have to get a shot up. Doesn't touch rim. It'll be shot clock violation as a result. Tough break on that offensive stretch for the Glow.
Yeah, definitely a tough break. I mean, all came around, and it's been a tough break for them. I mean, absolutely. But obviously emotions are starting to settle in now for the Glow, and it's a tough break, and obviously you feel bad, obviously. But this is but it's all part of the learning experience, though.
Alston up top, steps back, three-point shots up and in. What a move to get there, and what a way to knock it down. Jungling, over to Edwards now as the Glow look for a response here.
Coach has the biggest smile on his face right now. I mean, he's happy, very happy with the performance of his team today.
Yeah, Alston in high school basketball, the only beat out by LeBron James in the state of Ohio for high school career points.
Yeah.
He loves to tell us, and he also loves to tell us that she's three-time Miss Basketball. I mean, you can't deny that she's a great talent, had a great high school career, had a great stretch here in the GWBA.
Mason, when you get compared in any conversation with LeBron James,
you're good.
That's a great talent right there. That's when you have something special.
Absolutely.
I mean, LeBron James is considered one of the greatest prospects coming out of high school of all time.
4:46 left. And we'll step away for a short moment from the media timeout while the teams talk things over. Probably our last break before this last stretch of game here. .46 to go. Monarchs up 77-49. For our last stretch of game here, the Steve Schmidt on Mason Palmentier alongside Trevor Cherney for some excuse me, some GWBA basketball action. Cryer up top, over to Alston, taken up by Zhongling. Trying to work in on her. Webb, three-point shot up, just checked in, not gonna fall. Cryer in the corner now as the Monarchs get it back. Baker kicks it out to Webb. Just missed the three and draws a foul on the way in. That'll stay Monarchs ball. That goes on, looks like Edwards.
Yeah, again, great teamwork here from the Monarchs. It's all around. I mean, just great teamwork, great communication. And again, they just seem they've been on the same page for the entire game, so not a beam missed.
Monarchs in the bonus now. So Webb up to shoot 2 after drawing the foul. Knocks the first one down. I believe that gets her on the board this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a really good game for the Monarchs, and you know, again, Coach Dre, he's got to be really proud and impressed with the team performance today. I think he's already showcased that. You know, he's still cheering them on. He still is, you know, he's obviously very happy for them, and this is, you know, is a testament to his coaching and everything.
Baker comes up with a steal, catches a foul on the break, and one, no good. Still draws a foul, heading to the line for 2 as they're in the bonus. And yeah, they've really been on a great stretch here to start the season. 5-0 after today if they hold out the win.
That's not easy. That's not an easy task for any team to go 5-0.
Yeah.
In any situation. When you go 5-0, and then again, it's not for certain until this game's over, of course, but when you go 5-0, that's a testament to the team, to the players, to everything, the coaches, everything. I mean, it shows there's great communication and everyone's on the same page. There's just not a missed beat anywhere.
Fetch up top, over to Cahill, taken up by Alston. Inside of Zhongling, shot from the shoulder is good for 2 there.
You know, and you can still see Wisconsin's still trying to get this going, trying to get this momentum going, but the Monarchs are just, at this point, I hate to use this word, but piling on.
Yeah, and another 3 there for Alston to add on to that 84 points that they've tallied up here. Edwards inside of Fetch, floats it up over traffic. Good bucket there. Hard feed inside to Fetch with all those bodies in there.
Yeah, I can't wait to see after the game is over.
Another
3 shot there.
Another 3. That time Cryer getting on the action.
But after the game's over, I can't wait to tally up all the averages from every game, every time they score.
Yeah, absolutely.
And see the averages through 5 games.
Kellier inside, taken up by Baker. Shot hits the side of the backboard on a tough break. Webb leading the fast break on the other side. Alston, pull-up 3-point shot off the back iron. Comes back out to Mazik. Comes back over to Alston. Kayla Webb, deep 3-point shot is good.
Mason, for this Monarchs team, having a break does not exist. They just keep pumping on that gas until there's no more. And you love to see it.
90 points now for them. As the Glow respond with a 2 inside from Fetch again. Look at scoring stretch for her here. Now outside Mazik, another 3, up and in. The Monarchs reining it in from 3-point land.
They are just on fire right now at the end of the game with 2 minutes left, almost 2 minutes left in the game. I mean, that's great.
They're gunning for 100, it looks like, as Mazik, narrow foul there. Looks like a reach.
What great hustle, though, by every player from this team.
They've had a great stretch these last couple minutes here coming out of that final media timeout. Edwards taken up by Cryer. Edwards driving in, lays it up, lays it in. A nice move to get there. Past all the Monarchs inside. 93-57 now. Mazik on the right side. Steps back, 3-point shots up. Oh, if that fell, the bench would have gone crazy. Monarchs keep it in play. Alston 3-point shot, swirls and rattles, but it falls. 96-57, they're 4 off of 100 now after this run. I think that's 5 threes in a row.
Yeah, that Monarchs bench is just going crazy right now.
Edwards inside, to. Couldn't tell what it was. Cahill up top responds with a 3 of her own to tally one back. Mazie coming up the right side now. You know they're wanting 100. Behind the back, lays it up, lays it in. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, Mason. Wow, I mean, that's just still so much energy. Almost end of the game, there still is energy from this Monarchs team. It's incredible.
Kellier puts it back. 2 off of 100 now. Steps back, 3-point shots up, bounces out. Less than a minute to go, you know they want it. They've hit 100 twice this season, both times against the Kansas City crossover in their home opening weekend. Grundling turns it over. Baker on the break. Cryer lays it up, left hand, off the glass too hard. Just over 30 seconds to go. Kellier up, knocks it in.
Just want to give a quick shout out to our
DTV crew putting this on, producing. Ryan Ryapel on the button, pushing over here. Michaela Herrick. Seth Palmatier up on camera. That got you that shot of that 3-pointer to put them at 101. Triple digits for the 3rd time this season for the GWBA's Flint Monarchs. They're running the show this season.
Yeah.
5-0 to start things off. Before the Dominican Republic tourney, hope you've enjoyed this home stretch we've gotten here of action. 101-64, our final score after 4. Thanks for joining in. I'm Mason Palmatier alongside Trevor and our DTV crew, putting on this Flint Monarchs Hoops broadcast for you. We'll see you in playoffs.